Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I'm from Amanda Crochets, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make the reverse blanket stitch. This is a really easy stitch using beginner stitches, so you can make a lot of different projects with this. If you wanted to make a baby blanket, a full-size afghan, or a scarf, you can even make a dishcloth with this pattern. It's really fun and it looks complicated, but it's really not. And it provides this really nice scallop border, so you don't really have to put a border on your project. So let's get started on making the reverse blanket stitch. For today's tutorial, I'm just going to be using the Premier Basics line. This is the worsted weight line, and each skein is 359 yards or 328 meters, 7 ounces or 200 grams. This is 100% acrylic and machine wash and dryable. You can use whatever color or whatever yarn you would like. Just use the coordinating crochet hook with this. So this is a US I9 or 5.5 millimeter, and the color I'm using is taffy. Again, you can use whatever yarn and whatever color you would like. And I am using the recommended hook size, which again is an I9 or 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. You can use whatever yarn you like just to practice this stitch along with me, or you can use the same yarn. It really depends on what you would like. So let's get started on today's tutorial making the reverse blanket stitch. So for the reverse blanket stitch, you're going to need any multiple of 4. So you can make your project as big or as small as you would like, as long as you're making the multiple of 4. So for this demonstration, I'm just going to be going ahead and making a chain of 12 just to show you, and that's a multiple of 4 times 3. So any stitch multiple of 4, like I said. So to make a chain, you're going to do yarn over your hook and pull through. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So once you have your stitch multiple of 4, we can begin row 1. For row 1, we're going to go ahead and make a double crochet into the 3rd chain from our hook. So that loop on your hook does not count. You're going to count 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3. And in that 3rd chain, you're going to do yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that 3rd chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops. And that is your double crochet. Next, you're going to go ahead and chain 2, 1, and 2, and working into that next chain, you're going to make a single crochet. So in this chain right here, go ahead and make a single crochet. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. Next, we're going to start the repeat. So we're going to skip 2 chains and we're going to work 2 double crochets into the next chain. So skip 2, 1, and 2, and in the chain after that, make a double crochet. And then make 1 more double crochet into that same chain space. Okay, so once you have your 2 double crochets into that same chain space, go ahead and chain 2, 1, and 2, and make a single crochet into the next chain after that. So this is what your work is going to look like a little bit. And you're going to repeat this all the way across. So again, you're going to skip 2 chains, 1 and 2, and in the chain after that, you're going to go ahead and make 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Chain 2, 1 and 2, and in that final chain, make 1 single crochet. So again, here's what your work is going to look like. And you're going to repeat that all the way across your row if you have a bigger project. So moving on to row 2, you're going to go ahead and chain 2, 1 and 2, and you're going to turn. We're going to skip that first stitch, and in that chain space we're going to make 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1 single crochet into that chain space. So we're going to skip this very first stitch, which is the single crochet from the previous row, and working right here in that chain 2 space we're going to begin our pattern. So in that chain 2 space, go ahead and make 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. You're going to go ahead and chain 2, and in that same chain space make a single crochet. Okay, so you're just going to repeat this all the way across. You're going to skip all the stitches and working solely into those chain 2 spaces. That is where you're going to make your repeat. So find that next chain 2 space. So you're going to skip over the 2 double crochets and the single crochet, and then in that next chain 2 space, go ahead and make 2 double crochets. 1 and 2, chain 2, 1 and 2, and in that same chain space make a single crochet. You're going to repeat that all the way across. So find your next chain 2 space, which is going to be right here. Make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 2, work a single crochet into that same chain 2 space. And again, this is what your work is going to start to look like. So all you're going to do for this pattern is repeat row 2 over and over again. So let's go ahead and repeat row 2. So we're going to go ahead and chain 2, 1 and 2. You're going to skip that first single crochet, and working in that chain 2 space, go ahead and make 2 double crochets. Chain 2, 1 single crochet, all into that same chain 2 space. Find your next chain 2 space and do the same thing, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1 single crochet, all in that chain 2 space. And again, you're just going to repeat this all the way down, working into the chain 2 spaces and not the stitches. Okay, so this is what your work is going to start to look like. Go ahead and show you One more time, chain 2 in that very first space right here, make 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1 single crochet, all in that same chain 2 space. Find your next space and do the same thing, working 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1 double crochet, all in that same chain 2 space. And again, you're just going to be working in the chain 2 spaces across your row, working 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1 single crochet in the same chain 2 space. So this is what your row is going to start to look like, or your work is going to start to look like. And you'll notice that at the end you have this really pretty scallop edge. So you really don't have to put a border. So say if you're making this into a baby blanket or a scarf, you really don't have to put a border on this project because it already comes with that really pretty scalloped edge, which you're going to see on both sides the more you make more rows. So thank you so much for joining me today on learning how to make the reverse blanket stitch. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please like, comment, and subscribe to see more future videos by me. And as always, happy crocheting! Bye!